Okay, so we just finished week 1 of the Trauma Recycle Journal. Now, I want to recap this, okay? For those of you that have not yet gotten it or not familiar what the journal actually is or what it's structured to do, this is for the person that is frustrated, that is unclear of where they are, how they got there, or where they want to go. And what I mean by that is not like you're walking around in a fog, but you're sometimes catching yourself going, what am I doing? Is there more to life? How did I end up in this situation? Like, what am I doing? All right. So for somebody that's frustrated and really just looking to make a change, looking to make a shift, it starts with understanding where you started from. All right. And that is the week that we just got done. We just spent 7 days with some fantastic prompts that are going to lead you down a path of clarity. Super important. You've got to start somewhere. Okay. So where am I now? In this past week, what we did, we weren't looking for judgment. We weren't looking for strategy. We were looking for good, honest, this is where I am. And that starts with from the moment I wake up my eyes to literally what box am I in or what structure am I in? Who is in my structure with me? What do I do with my day? How do I find myself spending my time? So literally where you are, right? No judgments. Right. So this next week, we're going to starting tomorrow, week 2. How did I get here? And this is going to be, it's going to be difficult, right? It's really hard. It's responsibility. It's ownership. It's understanding choices. A lot of this is, we ended up in places based on our environment, based on someone else's opinion of what it is that we should do. Based on the measuring stick that we carry around with us every day. My God, such a big one. I carried my measuring stick well into my 50s, honestly, like always feeling like, am I measuring up? Am I doing something that is worthy? What is someone going to think of me? My God, you can't imagine the freedom when you get to a place of, you know what? I am simply doing me. There's no more measuring stick. I have zero fear what my hair looks like, what my face looks like, what my body looks like. I have zero fear over that. And that's such a freedom. All right. I also am very confident in myself and my thoughts and my feelings and my emotions and my intentions. And that's also something that I never would have gotten to had I not done all of these steps, had I not understood where I was, which was really a very dark place. If I hadn't understood where I was and then that next space of how did I get here, I would have never gotten to where I am. So really important, going through the prompts this past week, because I'm also, even though I'm quite familiar with the journal, I wrote it. I like to do the same things that you're doing so that when we talk about it, like I'm legit right there, right? So the one that really struck me the most this week was, what are we most proud of? The things that aren't measurable by somebody else's standards. All right. So, for example, we're going to be proud of ourselves if we make a $20,000 sale, right? We're going to be proud of ourselves if we save ourselves $500. We're going to be proud of ourselves if we create beautiful dinner that everybody enjoyed. Those are things that are measurable by other people's standards. But what are the things that are measurable by you? The things that really matter to you? That moment where you walked into your meeting at work and you didn't begin to sweat profusely. That's a big moment, right? That's a big moment. That's because that's anxiety driven, right? Sweat, fear, worry, concern, anxiety driven. Anxiety over something that has not yet happened. But you owned it like a boss. You walked into that room and you're like, you know what? I got this. I have no reason to be nervous. That's a lot to be proud of. Even though the person sitting next to you has no idea what you're proud of, that is a lot to be proud of, my friend. So that really, I love that question because it brought me back to a lot of situations where there were things that I were proud of that nobody would have ever known. It's parking my limo a 3-point turn in the middle of Manhattan, right? Parallel parking or having to turn that thing around on an avenue. That's a pretty proud moment. Not many people would have ever really noticed, but it was a big moment for me. So I hope that you're really finding this helpful. I hope that you're on this journey. If you have not yet ordered it, it is still free. It will be free through the whole month of May. I encourage you to get it. I encourage you to share this with other people. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is where so many really cool things are happening. I am going to have a legit studio shortly. And I've got some amazing guests that are coming on, people that I admire so much and I learn from so much. And I'm excited to share them with you. So last thing that I'm going to ask is feedback. I want your feedback. I want you guys to email me, text me, call me, DM me, whatever it is. And I want your thoughts on how the first week went. I want some feedback on this. All right. Really appreciate your support. Really appreciate your feedback. All right, guys, have a fantastic day and happy journaling.